You're back with another one. This time we got top 10 superpower anime with an overpowered main lead by Animeology. Animeology. See, I just be struggling to say that. Am I recording? Yes, I am. Good. Okay. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, join the Sad Boy Army. You know what I'm talking about. And also got to give a huge shout out to my man Narwhal of Terror. I said it, Narwhal of Terror. If you are on Xbox 360 playing as Narwhal of Terror on Halo 3, I want you to know you were a great influence on my life. All right? Shout out to Narwhal of Terror. I still remember his address to this day. 1234 Cardboard Box Lane. All right, let's get the video started.
From the anime world, from high
Oh,
intelligence
jeez.
thinkers to
Oh, he talking
martial
fast for
artists.
once.
Good fantasy is also
Oh.
fun, but a truly powerful superpowered MC really gets us excited. There are definitely some huge name animes out there that you've definitely already seen.
See, I'll keep closed captioning on, but like, I want to actually see what the subtitles are.
Today at Animeology, we're bringing you some superpowered animes with an overpowered main character that you probably haven't heard of, but should definitely check out. Thanks for joining us, and let's jump straight into it with number 10.
Bro, he normally be talking super slow compared to now. Like, he be taking his pauses. He be like the main character in this show is very powerful. Like he be doing his inflection and stuff, but he be like putting them spaces in there. He not doing it this time. Shinra? Shinra got his ass whooped multiple times. Okay, good.
A full-blown world of swords and sorcery, Saisen Cerberus starts off as a highly successful and well-made role-playing mobile game. With absolutely brilliant combat, an interesting world, and some exciting lore, it was destined to become both a highly successful manga and anime series as well. Set on the distant continent of Kuan, we learn of three kingdoms that exist in a fragile balance of peace. The arrival of an evil dragon, Daganzord, threatens the safety of the planet and the otherwise peaceful planet, with no one truly powerful enough to stop him. We follow the young hero, Hiro, a young warrior dragon, to become a swordsman and ultimately defeat the unbelievable powerful dragon and save the world of Kunan. Unknown to him, a ritual binds both his
That was mad loud, I'm sorry.
Daganzord's faith together. The death of Daganzord will mean his very own death. A brilliant concept that ties both our MC and the ultimate villain together. Saisen Cerberus is a great watch that attempts to really flesh out the complex and intricate world. With brilliant characters and interesting situations, you definitely need to check this one out. Number 9.
Why he look confused? He didn't cut us. It was like, oh. I wouldn't immediately. I think I would actually. I'd be like, bro, you suck.
No Shita, Outcast. A lot more grounded and
Nah, bro, you dead. You dead. What do you mean grounded? He was in midair and he went in midair or something. Like he was gone. He didn't even. No, bro, that's death. That's death.
To Earth, Hirote no Shita really brings across a brilliant mix of fantasy, action, and comedy, with a fresh but still healthy manga series that you should definitely check out while waiting for the next series of the already phenomenal anime series. A seemingly average college student visiting his grandfather's grave and paying his respects, assaulted by strange and horrific zombies, and saved by a mysterious girl. We start to learn that our MC is a lot more powerful and not as ordinary as we originally believed. Turns out Zhang, our hero, is a master of an extremely rare martial arts technique that truly utilizes the inner chi, of a fighter.
This man
Slowly
goes
learning
Ultra
more
Instinct.
and more about this secretive and underground world of fighting and martial arts techniques. Chased and facing off against many different people that are desperate to get their hands on Zhang and his ultimate fighting style, Hirote no Shita is a brilliant series that has a lot of past to explore and shows no sign of stopping. Number 8. Armed Blue Gunvolt.
Ew. This gotta be old. We can't go from. Oh, we can't go from this
Sign of
to this and you not say
Number
ill.
8.
Look how blurry that is compared to
And
this. That looks
shows no
beautiful.
sign of stopping.
This is
Number 8.
120p.
Armed Blue
In
Gunvolt.
fact, in fact, go ahead. Let's go ahead and test this. We on 1080 60. This is 144p. Ugh! Don't tell me it don't look like that. Don't tell me it don't look like that. 144p. Bruh. Let's get off of this nastiness.
No sign of stopping.
Why are you not going
Number
back?
8. Armed
It's
Blue.
kind of sad how that don't look like it's changed. That doesn't look like it's changed. Okay, it's not going back. I think I broke it. I think I broke it. Oh no. Okay, good. Put it back on auto just so it can. Yeah.
Blue
It's still
Gunvolt.
blurry. Like it just, it didn't get better.
Another brilliant video game adaptation that helped build an absolutely fantastic universe. A core base with a heavy focus on fighting and action, the Armed Blue Gunvolt series brings us some truly adrenaline-pumping superpowered action. Set in the near future, we learn of people developing superhuman powers. These powers include the usage of powerful energy weapons, manipulating elements such as water, fire, and air, as well as the power of flight. Fortunately enough, the world is at peace due to the efforts of this huge and all-powerful corporation. But we soon learn that the mega company is actually experimenting and performing horrific experiments on its subjects. Following some absolutely stylish and insanely powerful characters, we also meet some very cool bad guys with very unique abilities. Armed Blue
It's not cool as hell.
keeps the action fresh and rarely chooses to take its foot off the gas. Tune in for a fun time. You don't get much more fun than this. Number
That gives me like a bro, like quality difference is ridiculous. It gives me a like a early 2000s Toonami vibe. Not just because the quality, but like the type of show it is. Because it sounds mad cool. I'm not gonna lie. They got like those kind of powers and like the corporation. It's pretty much like the company's evil, but they're really the good guy. It's the Sith. It's the Sith. It's the Empire. It's straight up the Empire. I've been talking about Star Wars at work, so I'm yeah. That's why I thought of the Empire. It's pretty much the Empire from Star Wars. Like the Sith are the bad guys who lead the Empire, but they're really keeping order and balance. It's a government at the end of the day. It's just, some people just don't like the government. They're just like, well, we don't really need a government. We're good governing ourselves. Except it's a wider government that governs the planets instead of just, the planets being on. Because, okay, I can see how that's evil. I can see how that's evil. I can definitely see how that's evil.
7. Hamatora.
But that show was cool. That show was cool. I might have to add that to my anime list.
A brilliant series that centers around the Hamatora Detective Agency, not afraid to take the fantastically thought out story arcs to some very exciting and fresh new places.
Colorful
From
ass
a
show.
highly successful manga, video game, and anime series, it's clear to see why Hamatora is such a fantastic series that you need to check out.
Damn.
Following one of the chief founders of the
Only a
Hamatora
month,
Detective
and it did
Agency,
that?
a 17-year-old teenager called Nice. We learn of a world filled with superpowered humans that possess supernatural abilities. Trained to hone and master their powers, these superpowered individuals rule the world of Hamatora. An awesome setting for a detective-based mystery series, Nice is one of the most brilliant and engaging MCs that you will come across in an anime. Watching him deal with insane situations while keeping his cool head and thinking up masterful solutions really makes this a brilliant watch.
Is that what people really do when they think? They scratch their
Number
face like
6,
this?
Mekaku City Actors.
Always like, Hmm. Pull my little chin hairs. My beard's not that long enough to, you know. It's really just a chin
A
strap,
really
but
interesting and unique anime series that chooses to focus more on its MC rather than the story and events
I
around
don't feel
it.
proud
This
calling
is
it
a
a beard
series
yet.
that really attempts to dissect the sort of mental and
It is one, just
psychological
not
issues
a good
a
one.
young man can face, all while engrossing the viewer in an awesome world of sci-fi, drama, comedy, and romance. We follow Shintaro, a
Why?
depressed man
Why he put the and romance? Why he do that?
has locked himself away in his room for 2 whole years. Locked away from the outside world, he meets a cyber girl named Enye through a strange and mysterious email. Breaking his computer, Shintaro is forced to leave his room and enter the outside world. When outside, Shintaro's life really kicks off as he is drawn into a strange and foreign world filled with strange supernatural powers, crime, and some interesting new characters into his life. The real strong suit of Mekaku City actors is RMC. The hero's journey is one that we love, but it's very rare to find a leading character so in tune and transparent about his emotions. A fantastic series that you should waste no time in seeing.
The logistics of
Number
not
5.
leaving your house for 2 whole years. It's very possible nowadays, but my goodness, you got to have money. And then the fact that your computer breaks would not be the reason for you to leave, because at that point, if you don't leave your house for 2 years, you have to have more than just your computer. You got to have a couple TVs, a couple, you know, you can order all the stuff you need online. You can get the part you need online, ship it to your house, put that right into your computer, boom, you up and running again. You don't have to leave your house again. It's very possible not to leave your house these days. It's crazy easy how it's possible. So that's really not an excuse for him to leave his house. Like, bro, Amazon exists. It should exist in your world. If they have crazy powers and stuff, stop Siri. If they have crazy powers, Amazon does exist. I don't care, bro. Superpowers, they'll fly your package to you. Oh, bro, delivery system, it don't matter.
My cultivator girlfriend.
Had no reason to leave his house. Sorry, just doing a quick pause test. It looked good, but like it might only look good in motion. Yeah, I like it. I don't see nothing that just looks like ill. It all looks like it's all been like the important things at least have been the
A
times in
series
there.
that is
You know how like a show has like even when they're rushing, the important things look gross in motion, or like when it's flying, like, you know, if that made sense, if that made any sense, all right. If you know, you know. That's what I'm gonna say. I'm saying pretty much.
not afraid to paint an exciting and brilliant new world, we're dragged into a scary and menacing
But no, this looks
reality
beautiful.
that is not afraid to enter some highly complex concepts.
Look at them
that
teardrops.
reality that is not afraid to enter some highly
Look at them teardrops.
complex
And it gets blurry as the closer it gets to the camera. No, they put they put that effort in there. They stuck their whole leg in that, not just their foot.
whilst telling us an interesting and deeply personal tale that had us captivated from the very first episode. My Cultivator Girlfriend is not the largest or most famous anime out there, but tells the story of a very interesting cultivation world. A strange and tribal place where the world operates according to the laws of the jungle and no one truly trusts one another. Our MC saves a cultivator girl. A security guard with nothing really going for him starts to learn more and more about the world of cultivation. A really interesting and well-paced watch that takes its time in telling a phenomenal tale with some very exciting chemistry between its main characters. Number 4, Brave 10. This is a brilliant series that looks to bring in
Oh,
exciting
dang.
historical
1
concepts
second.
into
My freaking
otherwise
AirPods
top-notch
died on me.
martial arts and fighting anime
These things
series.
suck.
Set in the classic Sengoku period of Japan, we follow the iconic story of a ninja warrior and their leader, a fearless warlord. During a period when Japan was in strife with war,
My fault, y'all. we gotta do this real quick because I'm on the no editing diet right now. Editing is very okay. It's working. How to make sure.
We follow a young ninja that is still
Is it?
searching for his life's true path when he comes across a young
It did
woman
not
being
connect. Why would you not connect that? Bet. All right, back to it. Back to it.
stepping in to save her and then
Also,
assisting
that
her on her
last
journey
that
across.
last one, I really had no clue what I had no clue what they were saying because I was just looking at the beautiful ass animation. Look, like just this looks so beautiful. I gotta remember. I gotta look at this one. Okay, number 5. Bet.
This is a brilliant series that looks to bringing some exciting historical concepts into otherwise top-notch martial arts and fighting anime series. Set in the classic Sengoku period of Japan, we follow the iconic story of a ninja warrior and their leader, a fearless warlord. During a period when Japan was in strife with war, we follow a young ninja that is still searching for his life's true path when he comes across a young woman being attacked by assassins.
So I thought they was gonna talk about the characters. I actually forgot what this video was on. They really haven't talked about like they just talk about the anime. They weren't talking about the characters. So I guess I got this completely wrong. I thought we were talking about like top 10. Oh, superpower anime with overpower. See, I thought it was top 10 superpower. Like I thought it was top 10 male leads, pretty much. Like
Stepping in to save
overpowered.
her and then assisting her on her journey
So it's
across the
better
continent.
anime, not
We slowly
strongest
start to
character.
learn more and more about this troubling part of Japan's history, while expanding upon this recent and captivating lore. An interesting series with some brilliant fighting, the atmosphere of Brave 10 is what truly sets it apart from most animes out there, and one of the major reasons you should be checking it out. Number
Okay,
3,
that's cool.
Anti-Magic Academy.
That seemed like a cool. Like it really, I didn't see any problems with it. Honestly, just so not one of my like rush to my list, but like when I'm really have
On
nothing
the
to
lighter
watch and I'll feel
side,
like watching something, I'm
Anti-Magic
just like, you know
Academy
what?
brings us the
Sure,
classic
I'm gonna
blend
watch
of
this.
action and
That sounds
fantasy
like
while building up one of the most well-done harems you will come across in an anime series. Not too much, not too little, the Anti-Magic Academy brilliantly balances a number of fantastic concepts that make it such a brilliant watch that you'll find yourself returning to it. Following the leader of the 35th Platoon, a brand new commanding officer that is still learning the ropes, we discover that Takaru is not the only squad leader, but also the only male in the division. As you can imagine, this leads to some hilarious and exciting scenes. Of course, it's not all filthy akechi as Takaru starts to develop a very intimate and interesting personal relationship with every single member of the 35th Platoon, all while further developing his own insane superpowers. A master swordsman himself,
is it that shocking that he's is he the bad? Did I miss something? Is he the bad guy or something? Is it that shocking that he's getting along with his like squad mates, his platoon mates?
Takaru can literally slice bullets mid-air,
Like, did I
although he
miss
is
something or
seriously bad with
am I
using
tripping?
magic or guns. Number 2, Western Wolves. Trust
Brawling
us
with
when we tell
fists
you
as you
that this
kick this dude
series
in the
is
face.
cooler than its title. Also known as Battle Vixens, this is a martial arts focused anime that brings us a very grounded and
Why are there never like body types in different anime or in this in like certain anime? They never have any other body types. It's always the same body type for both male and female. This like just straight tall, like straight up tall, like dude with the hair that makes them different, or the like no, or they sometimes have the bigger dude, the huge dude, not jacked, but just he's big. But then the women also always have this going on down there.
Vixens. This is a
They
martial
got
arts
this
focused
going on right here. They got exact same body type. They're literally exactly the body is exactly the same. Hair is pretty much the only difference. Why do they do
anime
that?
that
It's
brings
just
us a
that's
very
something that always
grounded
bugged
and
me
down to earth look at gang warfare across Japan. Seven
because
schools
I'm
of
suck
greatly
with
different
names.
fighting styles, all
So
caught in a seriously violent turf war. We follow Hakufu, a young and freshly transferred fighting student that the sort of insane power levels that can really turn the tide of battle.
she
Of
got the
course, in
exact
battle
same
for
body,
turf,
different
every
hair. This is
episode
what I'm
will have
talking
you on
about,
the
dude.
edge of your
These
seat. The
these
greatest
like
fighter.
animators just suck, or artists just suck at drawing female bodies. Because that might be it. They're literally only good at drawing one body type, and they use it for every every woman
That
in the
channel
show.
the spirit of the legendary warriors, each fighter is distinct, unique, and an absolute joy to watch. The world of Battle Vixens is not afraid to change the rules of the game and is an anime series that we highly recommend you watch. And number one, Fire Force.
Okay, see, I was gonna be tripping if I still thought it was overpowered main lead, like as a strength. But since it's like quality of anime, then I get it. Because Fire Force is just a wonderful anime. It's a wonderful anime. Every episode I've watched, I've enjoyed thoroughly. Thoroughly. I'm actually quite mad that I thought it wasn't number one at first.
We've clearly got a weak spot for science fiction, and you don't get much better than the sci fi dark fantasy that is Fire Force. One of the most unique and interesting series that we've seen in a long while. If you haven't seen Fire Force, you should do yourself a favour and watch it immediately. Set against the backdrop of a scarred and brutalized world, an ancient apocalypse, the Great Cataclysm, set the world on fire and wiped out most of the world's population. With a few groups of survivors all across the planet, the human race has slowly started to restore itself. This world altering event has left humans combusting, just catching fire, like that, leading to some strange human based alterations. Borderline demons that look like humans but with crazy fire based powers. The Fire Force is a collection of these people that maintain civilization and make sure that we maintain law and order as the human race slowly starts to rebuild itself. Following a beautifully twisted MC, Fire Force takes us to one of the most brilliant dark fantasy worlds that we've ever seen. Each story arc explores interesting and greatly unique themes and concepts.
I need that beat they use in the background, by the way. I've been bobbing my head to this the whole time.
An anime series you definitely do not want to miss out on.
All right, I got two things to say before I end this video. One, if that Fire Force type tragedy happened in our world, would we even be able to like just think about that to your like yeah, think about that for a second. See, this is what happens when I confuse two things I'm trying to say. I said think about it for a second and think about it to yourself. But then I halfway through think about it to yourself, I was like, shit, I kind of want to see what they say though. So like, put it in the comments. Put in the comments what you think. Will we actually, as a like country or planet, you know? Because if it of that like, it got the whole. What am I trying to say? It wiped out the whole planet, most of the planet, the population of the planet. So like billions died. Like how there's like 3.5 billion people on the earth. Like imagine that being wiped out to like 60 million. You know? Like that's still a lot of people, but that's a lot of just like and they're just gone. Like they got snapped away by Thanos or something. No trace, not like they died or anything. Like we really don't know what happened, but there's just 60 billion people left on this planet. Do you think as a collective we'd all come together or would we still be separated like the countries are now? Because like there's still wars and stuff going on for territory, turf, whatever. But like would we all be like, hey, this is just the planet. You know, this is the planet. This is all we got. This is our planet's stuff. So put that in the comments. I wanna know. I really do want to know. Like I'm curious. Secondly, I read all comments by the way. I read all of them. Don't be acting up though like this one dude who was trying to be slick with the jabs and like his logic really made no sense. I was just like, bro, you just on my dick at this point, and I just muted him. So I can't even see his comments because you do something like that, it's just a click, and then I'm just like, all right, cool, I'm on with my life. So just don't waste your time. Second, the thing I was going to talk about was I was talking about this at work with one of the guys, and he was like, he likes anime with the main character is busted, so he loves Sword Art Online. The main like Kirito was just unbeatable, pretty much. Um, like they had to cheat to beat him, and they still didn't beat him. Kind of stuff. Like Rimuru, he loves slime. Rimuru was disgustingly broken. Like that's the kind of the character. What y'all like? Because I'm the opposite way. I was just like, bro, there's no struggle. Like, yeah, they things happen, but they win every time. There's no struggle. There's no like question if they're going to win. They win. Straight up. That man, Rimuru, like only time he was ever thought like I thought he was gonna lose. I didn't even think he was gonna lose. Like they wanted you to think he was gonna lose. Like finally, when he was facing that chick, the at for the church from the church. I forgot her relation. Honestly, I forgot a lot about the show because I just need a refresher. But the chick from the church in the bubble where he couldn't use like half it. They had to nerf him. He couldn't use like half his stuff when they were trying to take down his country, pretty much, of monsters. That area. That's when the show got amazing. Like, bro, that show was amazing at that point. It was just because all the world was so fleshed out. Like, there were so many characters. I loved it. I love those kind of shows, honestly, where like you can just dive in and like, oh, I wonder what's going on with Gopta, like, and he's across the country. Where there's yeah, that's the kind of things I like. But they had to nerf him. That fight is what I was talking about. See, I don't like those shows normally, but that was kind of a mix. That was a mix of things I like and things he liked. So we both got along with that. But if it's like Sword Art, I don't know half these characters' names. I'll be honest with you. I know Kirito, I know Asuna, and nobody else mattered. No, but they were useless. They really couldn't prove themselves. They couldn't do anything. So like, why would I remember you? What did you do? What impact did you have on this story? None. So why? I why? Just why? But I I hope y'all enjoy. Make sure y'all like the video, comment, subscribe, join the Sad Boy Army. And yeah, I'm out. Peace.